Welcome back to the channel, guys. Please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe, drop a comment down below, tell us what you all think. Please subscribe to Betty's channel as well. I'm just off to do a decking job, or start a decking job. It's going to be a couple of days work, so I'll complete the video once I've finished and you can see how I've done it. It's not a how-to, it's just to show you what I've done as part of my £10 an hour little business. See you in a bit. Decking kit from Savoy Timber. It's well the top end of that yard. 12 square metres. Let's get cracking. Because this floor's a bit uneven, thank you. I'm not sure whether to put it on block and cement it in or just rest it on top. I think it's going to be concrete blocks. Right, we've established the level now, and that's the end of it, the decking. It's resting on the floor up there, but that's okay because I'm still going to put blocks on it. And that piece of cladding there is just to hold it so it's level, and as you can see, that's level. I'm going to screw that one to the brickwork, but before I do that I'm just going to do the one across here. No, I won't. I'll do the back one. Yeah, let's do that. Just levelling up the basic framework, and believe it or not, that's actually level. I'll show you the bubble. Look at that bubble. That's level. So as you're looking at it, it's completely off centre, but it's not. It looks like the back one dips down, but it doesn't because it's the fence that slopes. So all I've got to do is cut that piece off at that point and screw it into that beam there, and then that'll hold the level. And then I can screw the actual rectangle together and start putting some uprights to support it, and then lay the cross beams. Time to cut out the cross beams. Just got to space them out evenly, and there's two pieces left which I can use for if I need to put intermediaries, patterns across there, and the offcuts I can use as legs. So I might just actually use the other two for legs. Might end up having to cut a B&Q and get some extra wood, but that'll be for a different day. So let's crack on. Right, that's the end of day one, and the framework's up. All that is left to do is some struts to the floor on each of the battens and across the back and the side. I can put the decking on. Day two of the decking, just putting the front supports on now. I'll put a couple in the middle of each batten, along the edge and then across the back. So I'm going with two supports every other beam, one in the middle, and I'm going to start putting pieces of the decking on top from this side and just see if I need to strengthen it up anywhere else. Coming along nicely. Right, and that's the supports more or less in. On the front ones and the ones up there I've doubled up. That's for strength, as well as when I'm screwing the front facing pieces of decking in, something to screw it to, because decking is going to come all the way to the floor. So now I'm going to put a piece of decking on and see what it looks like. That's the first piece of side decking on. Can't tell much off the video, but it's looking alright. That's the two side pieces on now, so I'm going to start putting them on the top. You can see how level that looks. Proper impressed with that. And that's it until tomorrow. I've got 5 pieces on. Straight up that edge. Straight up that edge. And that's looking alright. Had to do a few adjustments on the battens, as well as like cut out all the little double supports and stuff, and supports all in the inside. But feels alright. Got lucky with that corner as well, because the 4 pieces came right to edge of bricks. Happy days. But yeah, pleased with that so far. I shall carry on in the next, well, it'll be next day, but it'll be a few seconds for you lot. Back on with it today. It's just gone 9 o'clock and I've just cut the first piece. Just had to make my first cut around the fencing. Check that bad boy out and the fit. Happy days. Now we're getting to the technical bit. Each new piece now is going to have to be angled to follow the line of the fence. So that's where it gets a bit more time consuming, and possibly might have to add a couple of battens on the side of that long one. We'll just see how we get on. Well, they say the first cut is the deepest, and that's my first cut. Following the line of the fence. It's not too bad, that. Just to keep the edges level, I'm just going to underscrew some spare bits of decking underneath, just to support the level of it. So it's not weight bearing, it's just to make sure the edges, the cut edges are level with each other. That's what we've got up to today. I was on about 2.5 hours, but it's just starting to rain, and that's all we've got left. But I'm going to have to put bracing blocks across to the fence there to support the decking, because it's going to go to the fencing. Fingers crossed, if I worked it out, we've got enough, but we're not going to have enough to do the sides, so I'll have to order some more. You can see, the cuts are done alright. Just screw that one down. I'll do that when it stops raining. I'm going to have to cut round the fence post. Oh, it's not looking too bad. Coming on nicely. That's what it looks like from the side. It doesn't look straight, but the fence is, it's the fence, trust me. Back on with it today. It's a bit rainy, but I'll see how we get on. I've just cut that piece to fit in there. Let's see if it fits. Well, that'll go in with the tap, so that's good. And that one's in. So that's the top half of the decking done, so you put a couple of screws in. So I've just got to do that bit next. Just cut this piece here. Looks like it's going to fit like a glove. No, pleased with that. And the next one should screw to the fence there, and that little knobby bit I've put in. Oh, I'm really pleased with this. How this is coming in. Let's screw this one down. Cut the piece around the fence post, so I'm just doing this next piece. But it looks like it's going to be raining a bit. Around the fence post done. Nice. Just screwing the last piece in and it's raining. Happy days. Last piece in. I've even put a little itty bitty piece in there. Happy days. All finished, apart from the edges, that side and the front. But yeah, quite impressed with that. Looks alright, it does. Mind my tools. Last piece of decking we had, I just put on the edge. Just to finish that bit off. Well, I've got another piece to put on underneath it. I need to order some. That's the top bit of the decking finished. I still need to do cover these sides in, but obviously with no more sheets of decking. Just put one more fit under there. But yeah, proper impressed with that. I like it a lot. Yeah, so 15 hours it's taken in total to do this, because the weather's been shit. You could do it in a day, I suppose, if the weather's alright. Other than my little cuts. And the fence posts. Job done. Hope you've enjoyed this little video of me, Paul, £10 an hour, decking. Sorted. Please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe, drop a comment below, tell us what you will think. And we'll see you on the next one. Remember, this is not a how-to, this is just how I do.